Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you have been following me, then you know that I said yesterday that actually I'm not so bullish on Solana because most of the meat, in my opinion, is off the bone. If you want to get more result or a higher return, I think you should look for other projects. One project that I am super bullish about, and that is Ondo. And I think that this is one of the projects that you can still buy and still make a great return in the next couple months. I'm also going to show you why. If you like the content, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment and share this video with your friends if you think that's useful. Without further ado, let's start diving in. As I said, Ondo. This is a new kid on the block, meaning this is a new coin launched during this crypto cycle, and usually you see that the best runners are the newest coins. So I'm not always saying jumping on the newest thing, but you see then with coins that are from yesteryear, that are maybe 2 cycles old, they tend to move way less than the newer ones. And therefore it's already an interesting project. However, what is also super interesting, and for now it is only a rumor, and that is that they might want to try to get Ondo into a spot ETF. And if that happens and people are start buying that ETF, you would see a huge buying pressure on this coin. And I think we can see some crazy stuff. So far still a rumor, but if it would happen, then yeah, like I said, I pretty much think that the sky is then the limit. As of for now, Ondo is number 35 on the almighty crypto list for approximately $3 billion. Not small, definitely not super big. So yeah, what can we expect? It is a little bit hard to have a macro target for something that is new. I'm not really sure yet what it's going to do, because of course for every project it still only promises on paper, and they haven't really released big things yet. So it doesn't have a track record like ETH or Solana or whatever, but therefore it could be very promising. I'm holding this coin in my spot portfolio, and actually my macro target, and that's based on the fact that so far we haven't seen extreme firework, but it might get very crazy if we see that acceptance in that ETF, is I am targeting $10 for Ondo during this bull run. That is a quote-unquote only 10x. Now if you have been around longer than a couple days, then you know that there are projects who are easily doing 10, 20, 30, 40, 50x. So a 10x from here, from 3 billion to 30 billion, is nothing. I think it's absolutely possible. Therefore, I still think it is a great time to buy Ondo. Where I said yesterday, don't buy Solana here at the highs. Today, I'm saying this could still be for the long term a good play to buy. And like I said, I'm still expecting some crazy fireworks, and I am aiming for a 10x on this coin. Now, a couple things if we're just going to look at the chart, and that is that if I pull a volume profile from this entire period, this huge range all the way starting from March 2024, then you see that we're bouncing off perfectly right now from that macro value area high, and we also did that here. So here the range is very well respected. Also the value area low, this actually trades super nice. And then you can also see that most of the trading volume here is at the low, and other than that, it's also nice to see that we made a huge base, a huge support, approximately to the between 50 and 70 cents. That's your macro support here, your big bottom. Then let's look up, because of course I want $10, but you also need to look up how much resistance is there. If I then pull a volume profile, let's see what we're getting. Come on, yeah. Okay, so also here, of course, within this range, that makes a lot of sense, is most of the volume. And just let me quickly check the top here. Okay, great. Okay, this actually looks very good on the long term. So we have a point of control here from this range. That also lines up actually then with this volume. You can see it here on the volume profile, and then here of course a point of control. So let's make this 33 cents, because it's now slightly lower. Let's say, yeah, so $1.33 is a major resistance above us. Let me take this out for a second. There's a major resistance above us, and then of course the current value area high, because we have been bouncing off from that level now already a couple times. So this is what I'm looking at here now for the next couple weeks. As you can see, very nicely at and around that 150 we're constantly bouncing off. If we can reclaim the current value area high here, that macro value area high, approximately $1.40. If we can reclaim it, I would say there's only one big resistance above us, that is that $1.33. What I'm saying is that here 140, is that correct? Sorry, it needs to be 114. I think I said 140. Sorry. Yeah, okay, so $1.14 is the value area high, and then $1.33 is the point of control. If we can reclaim that, since we're here on the daily, this I would say is just absolutely pure liquidity, all of these highs right here, and there is no volume here. So if we can reclaim $1.33, I would say pretty much new all-time highs in, and we can see some crazy stuff. So what could be then a trade, if you want to keep it on the safe side, is you could wait for a reclaim of the value area high, maybe even bounce off from the point of control, backtest, and then to go higher. Then you have most of the resistance, and then you only have one resistance above. You could even say, although I would not personally wait that long, you say, you know what, I want to see a reclaim of that point of control, and then I'm getting into the trade. This could be something, but I would actually already try to get in now. Yes, that is way more risky, but with the idea that you want to front run the masses, you want to accumulate already, and if there suddenly is the news of the ETF, this thing is going to pump like crazy. I actually think I would maybe try the following. Let's see what we have here. If I do this, yeah, actually today's daily low could be already a long trade. You can see that this is actually quite nice. I'm not sure how much volume we have here in this area. Well, actually lines up with the value area high. So actually the current price level could be a long. I personally would then put my stop loss underneath this daily wick low, as you can see here. I am already long on Ondo, and I also have it in the spot back, so for me this is not a trade. But if you do not or you are not long on Ondo, this could be a trade. Like I said, or you wait for one of these long trades, a reclaim of that value area high, $1.14, or even a point of control, but yeah, then you're already much higher. The only thing is, right now if I look at here at Mark Cipher B, you can see that the daily right now is clipping. However, the money flow still stays okay. So if we would do something like this and we would take out today's high, maybe go a little bit lower to the point of control and then to go higher, I surprise. So be prepared that you maybe get stopped out once, and then eventually price goes higher. Let me quickly, just to finish this off, also pull a fib retracement. Let's see where we then end up. Let's take these lows. Oh, actually that point of control suddenly becomes very sexy, because then you not only have the most traded volume, but it also then lines up with yeah, with that golden pocket. So that will be at and around 88 cents to 89 cents. So let's say we're getting one more flash dump, then this actually could be nice. There are of course also trendline traders, so they will see this maybe as a short, and then here you get the bounce right here. Once we are breaking that trend line short, that was only then short-lived, and then boom, we're going higher, pun unintended. So this could be a super nice area if you don't want to long today, because I understand if you still need to long after watching this video. Let me see, what is your stop loss then if you put it underneath? Whoa. Oh, that's an 11% stop loss. That's quite big on altcoins. So yeah, I would then probably wait for lower, or wait maybe for tomorrow that you get a candle that is retesting. Let's say yesterday's open, so today's open, that will be somewhere around here. This could be nice. That will be then $1.02, and then still put your stop loss underneath, with the idea that you're not going to take out today's low, right? That's the thesis of this trade. And the other ones, like I said, it is the thesis of reclaiming resistance, backtested as support, and this one is probably the most juiciest one you can get. golden pocket, point of control, wrecking all the early shorts and then to go higher. Not sure if you're getting this because then you need to dump another 17-18% from here. Not 100% sure. All in all, I'm still extremely bullish because of the current market cap and what might be coming. I think so far the masses are overlooking this, and we still have a great potential. This thing has not already done a 20x in the last couple weeks or months, so I think there is still a lot to come. What we need is that the hype is going to pick up. People need to get interested, people need to start chilling this on X. If that happens, then I think we can see some crazy stuff. And this thing, I honestly think this thing can reach $10. So I'm aiming for a 10x on Ondo in the next couple of months. If you agree with me or not, please do me a favor, guys. Just let me know in the comments. And when you're down anyways, also make sure that you like, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. See you in the next one. Bye bye.